What's happening, guys? It's been almost a full year. I have some news. I am going to come back. I'm coming back next year in 2025. I've got some ideas for the channel going forward. Um, I'm still deciding on reactions still. Whoops, forgot to close that. Because I want to try some other things. I'm still going to stick with anime and manga, and I'm going to add manga and light novels to my channel, meaning I've got some ideas of that. One of them is I was considering, I can give you, in fact, I can give you an example of this. One moment. You can see I'm not prepared. Where is it? Here. Now, let me double check something, because this is, there's a reason I want to do this. Oops. Potions. A few years back, they did the anime. Well, there it is. Well, it says the manga of it. But I'm going to go to the the adaptation of it. So a few years back, I wanted to double check the year for this. Last year, in fall last year, they made the anime adaptation of I Shall Survive Using Potions. Now, unfortunately, the anime didn't turn out to be so good. However, I have the... Oops, there we go. I have the first 4 volumes of I Shall Survive Using Potions, and one of my ideas was to essentially talk about the comparisons between the anime and the light novel. And I was thinking of doing that with I Shall Survive Using Potions, because this is one of those cases where obviously the light novel is better than the anime, and I was thinking of making like videos on those sorts of topics, of again comparing the anime to the light novel or manga, depending if which one, if they did, if they have adapted it correctly, if they've adapted it that has made it interesting, I guess. So that's one of my ideas. Another idea I've been considering, and I think someone in the comments like last year brought up this idea, and I actually kind of want to run with it a bit, is maybe talking, and it comes to manga, the manga I've been reading, is maybe I will highlight some of the manga that I've been reading, maybe stuff that you haven't heard of before, or at least maybe have heard of but don't really know much about. And yeah, I will discuss my thoughts on like different manga I've read, maybe even do again my thoughts on some of the light novels I've read. But that's some of the ideas that I've thought I want to try in the next year to essentially expand my channel. There is this is where things get a little bit more I guess a bit tricky, because I do have another idea, and I hate, again, if just to be clear, this still falls under the category of anime, light novel, manga. But it is a little bit political. But again, these are just going to be, again, my own opinions, my own thoughts. And I just like want to start making maybe discussion topics about these things, because if you don't already know or are aware, I live in Australia, and one of the problems we've been having recently in the last couple of years, almost 5 years now, because it will be 5 years come 2025, is censorship. And unfortunately, there's been a few both manga and light novels that have now been restricted or banned in Australia. And my personal opinion is that this is not an okay thing. But again, this is something I'm still umming and ahhing about. I don't know if I will go ahead with this, but I am considering maybe making some discussion topics on this next year. So again, I'm just to reiterate, yeah, coming back next year, coming back in 2025. I've had a break, which I honestly really needed, because it was just too much. It was way too much. So for the time being, I'm going to keep my Patreon closed. I've got some ideas for that. I think I'm going to have to change a few things if I do bring back Patreon, in terms of reaction videos. I think, yeah, doing like 100 plus anime shows, like episodes over 100 episodes, even shows that are like over 50 episodes, might be a bit too much. So I think I might have to just focus, if I do continue reactions anyway, focus on anime that are only 12/13 episodes, or if it's a two core, 24 to 26 episodes should be the maximum. And I also want to focus, if I do continue reactions, focus on shows that I will find enjoyable. So I'm not going to make any promises now in terms of that, but again, I do have some ideas running in my head about what shows to continue in terms of reactions. There is some stuff that over the past year I have now watched, in terms of sequel wise, that I originally did reactions to. So an example of this would be season 3 of Dr. Stone. I watched in my own time and I freaking loved it. That was really good. And I know season 4 of Dr. Stone, which is I think called Science Future, is airing in next year, I think at the beginning of the year, so in winter. Don't know if I'll react to that because, again, didn't react to season 3, so I might watch that in my own time. But yeah, that's what's going on. I had a nice break, got some ideas for 2025, coming back in 2025. Probably not straight away, but thank you for your patience. If you have stuck around, if you've been subscribed to me this past year with me not doing anything, it's definitely something that I needed to do, and I feel refreshed. I've done some other things. I've did a TAFE course, so I did some studying, so that was good. Took my mind off other things. So yeah, let me know your thoughts of some of these ideas in the comments below, because I definitely would like to hear them. And yeah, so to again a little to emphasize, got some ideas, that is talking about manga that I've read that I can maybe suggest for you to check out, things I've liked about it, things I didn't like about it. Again, discussing on poor adaptations of light novels. I think I Shall Survive Using Potions is definitely on the list of of a good discussion topic about that. I am going to think about how I'm going to talk about it, because I do think I might need to show clips from the anime when while I talk about the light novels. But yeah, and then there's the other thing in terms of battling censorship, which is again something that I hold dear because I'm against it, but it might not be something I can really do. But it is something that I think needs to be addressed. So I'm still umming and ahhing about that one. But yeah, hope you guys are all well. I hope you guys have been um, enjoying anime or enjoying manga, like novels, etc. Um, and yeah, I will see you all very soon in 2025. That's still a couple of weeks away because we still have obviously Christmas and New Year, but not quite starting yet. But still letting you guys know, coming back in 2025, and it should be good. Um, but yeah, thanks guys for watching. See you soon.